Hi everybody, it's Denise. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a really long time since I've posted a video. I'm sorry about that. I just kind of entered a plan with me slump, but I'm back now and I'm super excited because this week I get to collab with a friend that I met through Instagram, Sherry from planningpeep. And so we decided to use this paper blush bar kit called Little Things, I believe. And so I just placed down the bottom washi and I think it's really gorgeous. And then I'm just placing down the date covers, which don't completely cover up the date section, but I've already told her about it. And then I also use the little flags to cover up the colored flags that are printed on the planner. My apologies if I sound a little bit weird because it's been a while since I've done a voiceover, but I'll do my best. So I just started with the sidebar and then I used one of the quote boxes and I placed it in the thankful thoughts section. This quote says, "Enjoy the little things," which I really need to start doing more often instead of stressing out about every detail. So the kit doesn't come with any weekly habit trackers, so I just pulled some from my collection. These are from Sticky Fingers Co., so I used two of them and I did my usual trackers, my no spend and my Instagram one. The Instagram script sticker is from Peel Pandemonium. And then afterwards I wanted to track my Happy Mail, so I placed down one of the pattern washies, a Happy Mail sticker from my store, and I used one of the full box checklists to write down what I was expecting this week. So I didn't know what to do with the remaining space in the sidebar, so I just moved on to Monday. If you're new to my channel, then you may not know that I do plan in a chronological order, so from morning to night and then Monday to Sunday. So starting with Monday morning, I wanted to remember that I needed to email someone, so I used one of the little flags that came in the kit and one of the circle icons that had an envelope and wrote that down. I placed down a washi strip and a to-do header to start a list for the day. I mainly wanted to focus on printing and cutting orders, so I wrote that on one of the labels and then I used a laptop sticker from Honeydew Paper Shop. I tried to leave some white space in between all the stickers because if it has no white space then it just kind of looks cluttered to me. So I used the coffee mug icon and wrote down that I got a Starbucks latte that day. And then while I did all the cutting, I watched some YouTube videos, so I used a binge watch sticker and YouTube flag from my store on top of one of the washi strips. The rest of the evening, I tried to take some photos for my Instagram, so I wrote that on one of the half boxes, and I layered on top one of the Happy Momo stickers and the camera sticker from Lily Pink Prints. I figured out what I wanted to do with the remaining space in my sidebar, so I took a book label from Sticky Fingers Co. and I wrote down the book that I'm reading for the week, and then beneath that I used a half box from a Little Miss Papery sheet, and I wrote in that I was having a collab this week with Sherry, and I left a space blank because I knew that I was purchasing some planner stickers from the Coffee Monsters Co., and I'll later layer that on top. Afterwards, I moved on to Tuesday morning. I started with a today header at the very top of the day, followed by a full box with the really pretty perfume bottle, and I layered on top an appointment sticker from Sticky Fingers Co. because I needed to write down that I had an interview in the morning, which I was super nervous about, but it ended up being okay. I kind of like thinking back on it, it was just a lot of talking, a lot of rambling, and probably wasn't very cohesive, but it's okay. So I wanted to use a navy blue color because there are some navy blue berries in the patterns, so I wanted to pull something and make it pop more, so I picked the blue color, and there aren't any blue labels from the kit, so I just pulled from my stash. I placed down one of the half boxes and a Cafe Day sticker from my store. Later on, I'm going to be moving the cafe sticker on top of the half box, and I'll be writing the location that I'm going to have some coffee after the interview. Brian dropped me off early in the morning and then he had to go to work, so I had to take a lift home and I wanted to write that on this old Little Miss Papery label from a leftover kit. And so I wrote that down and then I moved back to Monday evening. Brian tried to get me to work out that night, so I did a little bit of a mini workout. So I used a flag and this weight sticker from Honeydew Paper Shop and wrote that down. And then we also tried to do some planning for our future trip to Japan. So I used the little planner sticker that came in the kit and I wrote that at the bottom of the day. Moving back to Tuesday, I used one of the pattern washi strips to cover up the gray header, and I took a bit of a nap because I had to wake up pretty early for the interview and so I was tired. So I wrote that down, and then Brian and I got Chipotle for dinner, so I used one of the Chipotle stickers from my store, and we watched Supernatural, which is our current favorite show, or what we currently watch while we're eating. So I wrote that down on one of these thin labels from my store and a TV icon from Honeydew Paper Shop. and then the rest of the evening was spent editing videos. Wednesday morning, I wanted to switch it up a little bit and not use a Today header at the top, so I used a Little Things header, and I used a leftover sticker from that same Little Miss Papery kit with the navy blue label, and I wrote down that I needed to go to the post office, followed by a to-do header, and I wanted to record some more clips for this plan with me and a future haul that I need to post, and I used a record sticker from my store and a page flag that came with the kit. While I had the setup for all the lights up, I wanted to also take some photos, so I wrote that on one of these parallax paper pink labels and a Crafty Delicious Loves Daisy Girl holding a camera. Next, I placed down a full box, the one with the really pretty YSL clutch, and I also layered on top some editing and voiceover stickers from my store because I needed to edit this plan with me. I needed to clean the room up a bit, so I put an important header and I tried to letter in tidy room with a little circle icon next to it, but I really didn't like how it turned out. So I ended up writing it like a plain print on a quarter box and then layering that same circle icon on top of that, and it worked a lot better. I tried to spend some time reading before bed, so I used a pattern washi strip and this Reading Time Crafty Delicious Daisy Girl sticker on top of that. So Thursday morning, I woke up to some really amazing news. I actually got a job offer, so I wrote that down after the fact on a half box, and of course I needed to put a little celebrating munchkin that says yay on top. So I'm really excited to be starting my career. I'll probably be starting my job later this week, so I'm excited. The rest of Thursday I just filled with a full box, and that full box was too pretty to cover up, so I just left it blank, and then I put a to-do header underneath that, and I just needed to do some HR work and emailing, so I put that down, and I also spent some time watching TV. The TV time sticker is from Sugar Paper Bear, and then afterwards I wrote on one of the Little Miss Papery labels that we went to go see a show that night. We went to go see someone named Mako, who is usually an EDM artist, but that night it was more like instrumental and acoustic versions of the songs, which was nice. And then above that, I put a drank sticker because we did drink a little bit beforehand. And then after the show, it ended pretty early, so we had some time, and we were in the area of some bars and clubs, so we just went dancing for a little bit. So I used a pattern washi strip and a Daisy Girl that's dancing and wrote that down. Before accepting the job offer, I was given the opportunity to shadow a nurse who's in a similar position as me, just to make sure that I was certain of my decision and just to see how the workflow is going to be probably for me. And so I used an alarm clock circle icon and I wrote that at the top of the morning to wake up, and then I used a half box, and I'll probably fill it in off camera with all the information. And then it took a majority of my days, so I used a full box with the really pretty chair and floral details. Afterwards, Brian picked me up and we got some lunch at a Vietnamese restaurant, but I can't remember the name exactly, so I just left it blank for now. And then I got some milk tea to celebrate my job offer, and at that point, after shadowing, I knew that I was going to accept it, so I used a milk tea time sticker from my store. And then later that night, we kind of had a pizza party with our roommates and friends and a board game night, so I wrote that on a half box, and the little pizza hands up sticker is from Samantha May Sticks. So it's now time to fill in the weekend, and the weekend was unexpectedly very, very fun because earlier this week I forgot to write it down, but I decided at the very last minute, maybe like Thursday or Wednesday evening, that I wanted to go to PlannerCon because PlannerCon was being held near San Francisco, and that opportunity just never really happens. All these planner meetups usually happen far away where I can't go. So the only thing that was holding me back earlier was that the ticket was kind of expensive, especially because I was buying at the last minute. But I had some major FOMO, or like fear of missing out, so I decided to buy it. And plus I just got a job offer, so I knew money would be coming in eventually. So anyways, it was a 2-day thing, so Saturday and Sunday. So originally I was going to go with my local planner besties, Julia from Lunar Plans and Anna from Planning with Anna on Instagram. But then we also added in Ariana from Plan with Ariana, so I was super happy. Like, I've never met her before, but she's super nice in real life, and well, everybody is in the planner community is super nice, so that was really exciting. And I also got to meet Very from Very Cute Designs. She was so cute. She was wearing like a tutu, like, so cute. I took a blank full box that says notes and I wrote down all of these speakers and workshops that I went to that day. My favorite was probably lettering with Tombow because I really want to learn how to do calligraphy the correct way, and it's kind of hard to do it from videos, so it was nice that there was someone in person teaching me. And then dividers with Prima was also really fun because we got to play with some watercolors. I really liked the table that I was sitting at. The people there were just so friendly. I added them on Instagram, and I'm sure that they're going to be long-term planner friends for life. So that was really nice. And then I placed a Kina Prince shopping day sticker because I surprisingly did a lot of shopping. I didn't expect to do that, but it happened. Underneath that, I wanted to use some of these quarter boxes that I got my friends to sign. So I have one from Very and one from Ariana, and I just placed that underneath that, and it just says that they were here so I can remember. When the day was over, we decided that it was just not enough time and we wanted to hang out even more. So we got some milk tea. I used a milk tea time sticker, and we just chilled and flipped through each other's planners. And there's something about looking at someone's planner in person and feeling the pages is like really satisfying, and it's different than seeing it on someone's Instagram feed. So that was really fun. And as if my day wasn't busy enough, I had to go to Brian's cousin's birthday party. So I wrote that on a navy blue parallax paper label, and I used a present sticker from Honeydew paper. So the setup for Sunday was pretty similar to Saturday. I started with these half boxes from Little Miss Paperie. The foiled Planner Addict and banner sticker is actually from Erin Condren during one of the workshops. I placed it there earlier, obviously off camera. I placed down all of my remaining signed quarter boxes. So I have one from Julia, one from Malika, I believe Malika's planner on Instagram, Cindy from Little Star Plans, and then Anna. And then after that, I put another full box and I wrote my itinerary. I got to see Amy Tangerine and Erin Condren, which was like amazing and unreal. So of course I had to put the Senpai Notice Me sticker from my store. And also earlier that morning I got some Starbucks because I knew it was going to be pretty sleepy. So I got a coffee cup sticker from Ying X Planner. By the end of the week, I got my Coffee Monsters co-order in the mail, so I got to use the Planner Meetup emoji sheet, which was perfect for the weekend and also for this collab. So I just want to give a shout out to Sherry for twinning with me this week. She was also a great help during my interview process, and so yeah, she's a great planner friend and you should definitely check her channel out. And as for PlannerCon, there's not enough time in this video to go over everything, but just know that I had an amazing time. I already bought a ticket for next year's PlannerCon, so I hope to see you guys then, or maybe beforehand if there's time or a chance. Thank you so much for watching. Click the like button if you liked the video, and subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!